It's Wednesday, halfway through the week. Really quick, I've texted a few of you today. I've emailed a few of you that I didn't have your phone number. If you are missing an IXL, okay, or think you may be missing vocab, you might get on your email or check your phone this morning because I've contacted you because I need grades on certain things. And I know some of you have done the work, it's just some of it is not coming through in the system, so make sure you check that if you are missing an assignment or think you might be missing an assignment. Anyway, just really quick, don't forget, everyone has vocabulary sentences this week, everyone has IXLs this week, everyone has some form of reading this week. And then some of you have questions along with your reading, and then some of you, my juniors and seniors, you're going to be getting your questions later today. So you'll need to be checking your email. And I know I've said check your email a lot just in the last so many seconds, but please make sure you're checking your Jaybirds account and looking at your email each day and making sure there's no updates or changes or things like that, guys. And yesterday, Governor Abbott came out, talked about everything being shut down until May 4th, so our distance learning is going to go a little bit longer than what we all expected, which is fine. Gives you a little bit more time to get used to it, but as the weeks go by, you need to be picking up a little bit quicker and making sure that you're vigilant about checking all of your emails and text messages and things like that so you can stay on top of this during this time. So anyway, also outside of English, theater kids, make sure that you look at your classroom. Not only give me your writing response about your favorite line, but also you have another TikTok assignment. So make sure you do that. Yes, I'm going to work on one too. I just haven't found one yet to do. Really quick, some of you have IXLs this week over Run-ons and Fragments. And guys, this is past learning. I mean, you guys did this when you were in elementary school and junior high, and then when you got me in 8th grade, we've gone over it over the past few years, 8th, 9th, and 10th grade specifically. But we're going to do a little bit of a review really quick for those of you that have the IXLs over this week, just so you remember what it is. So the first thing is when you have a fragment, we're going to start on this side of the board. A fragment is just an incomplete sentence, okay? And I know I tell a lot of you this, but an easy way to know if it's a fragment is pretend you're going up to someone and you're saying whatever it is that you're saying, and then you're walking away. Doesn't make any sense, okay? Usually fragments, they lack a main verb or a subject, or they may lack both. Okay? So fragment is just an incomplete sentence, it's an incomplete thought. Now, on the flip side of that, you can have a run-on. Now what a run-on is it's definitely not a fragment, it's actually two complete sentences. It's two independent clauses shoved together. Two sentences, which we've also talked about this as independent clauses, right? Clauses that can stand on their own, that are combined without proper punctuation. Okay? Two complete sentences that are combined without proper punctuation. That's what a run-on sentence is. Okay, so there's a big difference between a run-on and a fragment. Now, one thing on your IXLs is not only will you be having to mark which is which, but they may try to confuse you. Okay, and the way that they may try to confuse you is they may have a run-on sentence, but there may be certain punctuation put in that run-on sentence, and you may think, oh, that's definitely a sentence because it has a comma or whatever it is. But remember, ways that you can correct a run-on sentence, okay? So the ways that you can correct a run-on are, number one, of course, you can put a period in between the two independent clauses. Obviously, if you use a period, you must follow that period by making the next word uppercase because it's the beginning of a sentence, okay? Two, which is an easy way to correct a run-on, it's pretty much just like this, but you can use a semicolon, okay? So you can use a semicolon, and you can put a semicolon between the two independent clauses, the two complete thoughts, and it will fix the run-on sentence. Remember, a semicolon looks like this, okay? That's a semicolon. I don't know how good that looks on video, but that looks pretty weird up here. But anyway, that's a semicolon, okay? And then the third way that you can fix a run-on sentence is by using a conjunction. Now remember, when you use a conjunction, at different times you have to use different punctuation. So, when you use a conjunction, remember you have coordinating conjunctions, you have subordinating conjunctions, you have transitional conjunctions, okay? So, if you have a coordinator, remember these are the fanboys. For and nor, but, or, yet, so. Okay, remember the fanboys? If you have a fanboy in the middle of a sentence, okay, you have to use a comma. If in the middle of a sentence, place a comma before the coordinating conjunction, which I'm going to put before the fanboys, because you should know those seven words. Okay? So, if your sentence says something like, I need to go to the store so I can get milk. Sorry, I'm writing a little fast. Okay, so I need to go to the store so I can get milk. The way that this is written is incorrect. Okay, you have a conjunction right here, and it's a coordinating conjunction. It's a fanboy, for and nor, but, or, yet, so. So you have to put a comma right there before the word, okay, for it to be correct. Now, what you're going to see on your IXL is you'll see something like this. Okay? I need to go to the store. I can get milk, period. Obviously, you would mark that as a run-on sentence. If it asked you to correct it, you could go in here and you could put a comma and you could put a coordinator like so. All right? Now, if you're using a subordinating conjunction, okay, which I have in some of the classes, I've put subordinators or a list of common subordinators up in the classroom for you. I will do that today for those of you who do not have those, because there's a lot of subordinators. If you have a subordinator, there's no need for a comma in the middle. Okay, and what I mean by that, I'm going to go ahead and take this off. Okay, so what I mean by that is if you have the same sentence that we just worked on, and let's say it says, I need to go to the store and you're going to use a subordinated conjunction. You're going to use because, okay? Because I need milk. main issue with people using subordinators today is a lot of people come in here and they put a comma before the subordinating conjunction. You don't need a comma before a subordinating conjunction, okay? Just remember, subordinators are strong. S and S, okay? Subordinators are strong. They don't need commas. So if you see that, and if you have to make a correction with something like that, which I don't think you will, this is just review, remember that you do not need a comma with a subordinating conjunction, okay? So remember, if in the middle, no comma necessary, okay? No comma necessary. Now, really quick, the last type of conjunction is a transitional conjunction, which along with your subordinators today, I can send you some transitional conjunctions. If you don't remember what they are, okay? I'm going to go ahead and take some of this off. All right, transitional conjunctions are words like however, therefore, whereas, okay? The thing that you need to remember with a transitional conjunction, if it comes in the middle, it has to be set apart from the whole sentence. So let's say that it was, I need to go to the store. And let's say the second half of it is, I need to go to the store. I don't need to. I know this doesn't make any sense right now to you, okay? Obviously, this is a run-on sentence, okay? You got two independent clauses. I need to go to the store, period. I don't need to, period. Okay? Those are two independent clauses. It's a run-on. But the way that we're going to fix it is we're going to use the word however, okay? However, showing two opposites. So, if I put the word however in here, what I have to do is I have to follow the word store. Sorry about that. Follow the word store with a semicolon. Then I put in the word however. Then I have to put a comma. Okay? So actually this sentence is going to read, I need to go to the store. Okay, here's the end of my first independent clause. And I'm going to put a semicolon. However, and then I put a comma. I don't need to. That's such a dorky sentence when I look at it. But I wanted to put in however so you could see how to use a transitional conjunction. Remember that those are set off by themselves. So guess what? If you get on your IXL and the sentence reads, I need to go to the store, comma, however, comma, guess what that is, guys? It's a run-on because there's not proper punctuation. Don't let them confuse you today or in the next few days when you do these IXLs, okay? So just remember that when you're looking at the differences between a run-on and a fragment is completely, it's incomplete, okay? It's not even a sentence to begin with. But a run-on is going to be two complete sentences, two independent clauses put together without proper punctuation. The last thing I'm going to say about this is if it starts a sentence, if you start a sentence with a conjunction, okay? If you see something like this, let's see, since, okay, since is a subordinating conjunction. Since I was out of bread, I had to go to the store. All right. So, which part of this sentence is the independent clause that could be by itself? Obviously the back half, okay? I had to go to the store. That is a complete thought. It can stand by itself as a sentence. What this lets you know is if there's a conjunction that begins the sentence, and remember guys, this is past learning. We've been over this. If it begins a sentence, you have to separate this dependent clause from the independent clause with a comma. So again, make sure on the IXLs they don't try to trick you by leaving off punctuation that is needed, okay? And I know that's a lot, but I figure I could go through it that quickly with you because we have been over this, especially for like juniors and seniors. When we did this as 8th, 9th, and 10th graders, you've been over this. So it is past learning. But again, guys, if you have trouble today, or if you have trouble in the next 2 days, don't hesitate to call me, email me, text me, or you can even FaceTime me, okay? Some of you have already FaceTimed me. You can do that. But that's it for today. Remember to get on, make sure that you're keeping up with the work, and then it's all due this Friday at 3:30. And I hope you have a great April Fool's Day.